Hello, people. You're welcome back to the channel. Okay, so I haven't made much of a video today, just one per se. And it is finally that Sunday we carry weight, just like Big Brother announced just about 2 days ago. And we're expecting crazies. Like I said, we're expecting at least 2 evictions or 1 eviction and 1, voluntary leave, or 1 eviction and 1 disqualification. So however it goes, I'm going to bring you all the full details. Now, of course, I'm going to hint you the very nice conversation between Omashola and Ilebaye, and I think that's something everybody should take to themselves. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure you watch this video till the end. Don't forget to subscribe, click on bell button beside for notification, and every post I make, don't forget to share comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Now, this might just be something minute to you, but it means a lot to me, and there's nothing more or much to say than a very big thank you. Now let's get right into it. Now, before I get into the full live eviction, so exactly about 3 to 5 minutes before the live eviction, we saw that Omashola and Ilebaye were having a conversation. She was allegedly learning and practicing how to change her tongue to speak like a typical Nigerian person when they speak English. And then she was pronouncing her as her, the typical Ghanaian tongue. And he was like advising her that the worst thing you would ever do to yourself is changing your tone, the way you speak, just to suit every other person. It is just like a major car. When you see cars, Toyota, Corollas and everything are popular, but when you are a G-Wagon, people will comment to it. So that's something I think everybody should take on themselves, because it is very important not to stick to what anybody feels you should be like, but yourself. And it is finally time for the eviction proper. So, of course, the live eviction started with Ebuka giving a recap of the week. Now, from the new housemates being introduced, the therapy sessions, the fights after the therapy sessions, then the punishments for the defaulters who had to roll tissue papers around the house, and then the head of house games. Ebuka then went on further to speak to Somadina, asking him if he and Angel are now a thing, because Angel during the week, that was I think yesterday. So she was saying that she loved him, she wanted to hug and kiss him, that she's only expressive when she is high, not when she's sober, because she likes to hide. So Ebuka just requested him to acknowledge that, are they dating? And he said yes, that he finally has a girl in the house. Angel was there busy blushing. I'm like, oh, come girl, what you saying? Then Ebuka went to her and asked her to respond to it, and she said, well, yeah. Ebuka went on further to ask her that why was she pissed about the black envelope challenge, and then why was she calling Adekunle Venita's boy. Immediately Ebuka said that. I was like, gang. Like literally, these are the tables of friendship, of whatever vibe that we expected people to be shaking today, and it's been done. Now, Angel responded that, you know what, Venita was vying for Adekunle when everybody knows that it was like her turn kind of thing, or that she really wanted that black envelope, and nobody got it. She wasn't necessarily trying to be spiteful, that's her expression, but we know that Venita is not someone that would take things like this very lightly. Ebuka moved from her to request from Venita, like, what's going on between you and Adekunle? Is he really a boy toy? She responded, said, no, he's not a boy toy, and she is expecting that things will move on further from here and outside of the house, that he can build something amazing. Now, according to Venita, Adekunle is her number 1 guy in the house right now, and then it is left to him to accept or acknowledge that they're dating, but from her end, that's what it is. At this point, the cameras moved to Adekunle, who was smiling and nodding, and then the both of them actually give thumbs up, which was really beautiful to see. We then had another recap of the diary room with the new house guests and the reaction from the older housemates on how they blended with the new housemates. It was nice to see, and I really liked it. But then Ebuka moved to Omashola, who was asked, like, who was he surprised to see in the house, be it the new housemates or the older ones. And Omashola said it was Kim Oprah. And at this point, he was literally speechless, a loss for words. because he doesn't necessarily have a reason, but she was the one he was shocked to see in Biggie's house. Ebuka then spoke to Lucy. I was like asking, what was it about? We saw that she was triggered and almost left the show, but we're glad that she stayed. But what was the issue with Kim that made her like wanted to leave, that she almost wanted to break down? And then Lucy responded that it was just one little thing that Kim Opera did, and it just triggered her in all facets, right? So basically, she just had like a relapse and almost left the show. It was not about Kim Opera, it was about herself. And I really like that response, that you would understand that, okay, this particular issue is not from somebody else, it is from me. Ebuka moved on to ask Prince what was his thought about Neil and Tolani Frodd situationship. And then Prince responded that, you know what, these are two grown-ass people and they can do whatever they want to do with themselves in their lives. It is none of my business. But he was actually surprised that they would get to this point because, of course, we know what happened in their season and their reunion. After that, Ebuka went on to Kim Opera, asking her what it was with Ilebaye, maybe yesterday, that Ilebaye came to just tell her that, you know what, I'm not going to fight you over Cross, so you can have him. I don't really care. And then, Kim Opera responded saying that she was shocked to see that response, but it was nothing from her own perspective. It was not a back and forth exchange, but she just noticed that Ilebaye was high, and then Ilebaye has to say her truth. So as it is, that was just what it was. And then finally, Ebuka moved on to the eviction in full. And he announced that all the housemates were up for eviction aside one person should all stand. And then Ebuka announced that the first person to be leaving today is Tolani Frodd. I wasn't surprised because she was one of the people that I consider would be in the list. And it's like she's been foreseeing her eviction throughout the week because she's been talking about it. We're sad that she's going to leave, but we want to see the dynamic that's going to build between Neil and Ilebaye now that Tolani Frodd is out of the way. Of course, Tolani Frodd came to the stage and then she responded that she knew she was going to go home. She started feeling the vibe. And then she responded to Ebuka's question as to her denying to like Neil during her reunion. What changed? She said he's a better person now and thumbs up to him. Ebuka then went on to speak to Mercy Eke over her calling him throughout the week that people were kissing in different places that we didn't get to see, and the ones we got to see even in the kitchen. And Mercy Eke responded that Ebuka, they've been kissing throughout, so sharing it like cola nuts. But no, you've been seeing it and you didn't say anything. But I don't need to call names. From there, Ebuka moved on to call all the housemates who were up for eviction to stand. And when they stood, he then told all the girls to sit down. I was like, maybe, just maybe, all the desires of people at home will come to pass that Seyi might just go home, because Big Brother has announced that it's going to be a double eviction. Not until when Ebuka announced that the next housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother house is Frodd. And I'm like, what the hell? Now, although I'm shocked, disappointed, but why do I feel like Frodd and Big Brother had spoken and he said he wanted to leave and then they had to evict him? Because by all means, I really, 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 really feel that Seyi was supposed to be the one who leaves. But who am I? It's like God is just saving him for a bigger embarrassment or something. It's a crazy eviction and I'm still in shock. But whatever it is, we want to see more drama. And it seems like she's actually giving big drama in the house, which is actually true. So it's going to be nice to see that, Frodd is finally getting to reunite with his family. It's sad that he didn't get to win the 120 million and take to his wife and his daughter. But it is what it is. So of course, guys, I'm going to bring you everything post eviction. So if you're new to my channel or you're an old subscriber, please don't forget to subscribe and, stick around, share comments down below and give this video a thumbs up.